Capricorn, thank you for coming back to Born Without Boundaries, for rallying on my team all the time. I really appreciate your support. This is Michelle. Excuse me. I am Michelle. This is my channel, Born Without Boundaries. Welcome to it. Please do click subscribe, ring the bell, so you get all the notifications, especially when I go live, and hopefully you guys can participate. Usually you guys are too busy, but you're always welcome. Let's put it this way. And if I can actually catch you on a weekend, I would love to have you and have your voice, because it is always a very powerful voice, and it's led me. My best friend is Capricorn, so it's always led me in a positive direction. Capricorn, this is your week ahead reading for August 11th through the 17th, and I want you to know where I'm starting out with you. Okay, this is freedom and victory. This is you finally pushing through a karmic pattern and being done with it. You finally come at this point in your life full circle, and you've left behind a karmic pattern that you kept suffering from over and over and over again. You are now reigning victorious in an aspect of your life that otherwise has harmed you and hurt you and made you feel like you'd never get it together. You've come full circle. You're free of it. You've cast that karmic cycle off. You're done. You've completed it. And now you sit in abundance and newness, freshness, pregnant and ripe with fertility, abundance and prosperity, solid, beautiful things coming into you that you don't even have to think about. And where you thought it was dead, where you thought there was once something barren, there is now prosperity and abundance, because that karmic cycle is over. It's done. You've completed it. You've done the hard work, Sagittarius. You've done the hard work, and now the hard work has given back. I'm telling you this right now. You dove really, really deep into everything that you were about yourself. You did the hard work. And I'm talking about therapy. I'm talking about psychology. I'm talking about medicine. I'm talking about the hard work. Confronting everything about the deepest recesses of who you are, to figure out why this stuff kept happening to you over and over and over again. Capricorn, you did the work, and now you're reaping the bounty. You can lay it down now. Universe says, get paid in full. This is the kind of power that's happening right now. This is the kind of abundance that's coming to you this week, Capricorn, that you're going to start flooding into you. And honestly, yes, it's going to have the effect on you like, this is way too good to be true. There's no way. There's no way. When pigs fly, and yet here they are, all done. Clutter is cleared out completely. It's done. And this spark, this new momentum, this new life has come in for you. Abundance and blessings. Just reaping in, just falling in from the sky. Time for a beginner mind, because you started over. You're brand new. Watch your words, because honestly, as much as you think you may have been on this earth for 60 years, you've never been here before. There is always enough. You could be starting again. You could be starting again with a Pisces, with a Cancer, a water sign. You could be starting again. This is definitely about like fertility, like a little fish swimming around. This is new life. This is abundance. This may be pregnancy for some of you, Capricorn. If this is not pregnancy, this is a new position. This is a new position in a company. This is a new job. This is a new opportunity. This is a new start on life. This is you coming to a close of a karmic pattern, you finishing it out. Because you said goodbye to it, you've closed the door. And now this is abundance rolling in. Abundance of the sort that, yeah, it could be money, but it's more than money. It's freedom. It's freedom from this old pattern that kept you trapped. This old mindset. Rebirth. Rejuvenation. Usually I don't pull tarot cards out this early, but the message just kept coming out like this for you. So I do what it says, right? I do where the message comes. This is a death to an old cycle in your life, and this is you being reborn. And you had wanted this for so long, but you couldn't figure out how to give it to yourself because you kept making the same mistake over and over and over again. It's done now. You finally paid the piper. You did what needed to be done. And I don't know what it was. Maybe we'll go a little bit deeper into that when we go over on Vimeo. But it's time to collaborate now. I feel like this has got to do with building a business with somebody or building a relationship with somebody. And this is your perfect puzzle piece. This is the person that matches you. This is the person, if maybe they weren't born for you. And once again, you're starting at 1. This is a brand new beginning. Starting from 1. Starting from go, Capricorn. Building that solid foundation that you need, that's so important to you. Out of the mess that you thought your life was. Out of something that you thought would never work. Here it is. This is your new life. It's right here at your door. You had to learn, you had to heal, you had to complete some sort of lesson for you that you needed to learn. Well, this lesson is completed now, Capricorn, and you're going to move forward in your life. And there's love and abundance, and there's victory, and most of all, there's freedom. There's freedom from the need to constantly be in this lesson that you felt like you could never get rid of. I'm telling you, piper has been paid. You have crossed the troll bridge. It's done. And that's a kind of abundance, Capricorn, I don't have a dollar value to put on. You've taken care. You've done the impossible. And you've cleared out all this karmic cycle. Could have been from a past life. You didn't even know what the hell it was coming from. But you've cleared it out. You've let it go. It doesn't have any power over you anymore, Capricorn. There's an abundance here that seems like impossible, especially to somebody as pragmatic as you. Like, this would never work, but maybe that was part of it. And that you seeing the art of the possible. You seeing the possible in the impossible. You learning how to let go. You learning how to admit that you don't know everything. You can't control everything. And that there's a higher power at work that you need to give it over to. You learning to respect that opposite force of nature than yourself, which is chaos and intuition. You know, I do feel like you have channeled some way the other end of your node, right? The North Node is in Cancer now. And in some way you've channeled that energy of that, you know, that love somebody without it making sense. Give without taking stock or keeping count. That tendency of Cancer to be over emotional. You've almost taken a page from its playbook and let yourself be more vulnerable, which actually worked wonders for you, because for a long time you were out in the cold and burdened. It's all done now, and it is in opening up emotionally that you put it all behind you and you gained emotional stability. Capricorn, this is a huge time for you. This is a transcendent period. A lot of change, huge change, healing is happening for you right now. Wow. Powerful reading before we've even begun, but very clear message, Capricorn. Very clear. I don't know why this card. Transformation is beautiful, but it's upside down. Think on your feet. Being spontaneous. For me, this card right now is coming right at me. It's upside down because it's flying right at me. Right? That's what's happening here. Yeah, there's just abundance pouring at you right now, Capricorn. And it's rushing in quickly. It's like the cornucopia of above has burst and it's just going to pour on you. And I don't think that you can really expect it. There was nothing that you could have done to prepare for it. And you are going to be a little bit, Capricornian in, wait, what's happening? I need to understand this. That's okay. You can't screw this up. You can't block this abundance because this is the celebration of you having learned all your life lessons and completed a life cycle. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. There could be a message coming in from a Sagittarius. A message of appreciation and love that you never expected. To tie up those loose ties. To finish up that karmic lesson. To really put a stamp on it, on that paper that says, yes, you've passed. This could be that completion of something from your youth, of something that happened when you were young, that you're done with now. That closing out of, I do love you, I do forgive you, and now it's time for me to move on. It's almost like a soul that hung around and was sticking around is decided to move on. It could be literal. Sorry about that confusion outside. It could be literal that this is what's happening to you spiritually around you. An exorcism of sorts, but not in that negative, scary way, in a beautiful way of like going home. That a soul that sort of attached itself to you for some reason because it still needed you has finally decided to go home, to be at peace, or to move on and be born in a different form. So it doesn't need to hold on and linger anymore. That lesson is gone. It could have something to do with children. Could have something to do with that karmic lesson. Maybe a child that wasn't able to be born. A miscarriage or a terminated a pregnancy or some sort of kind of situation that there was not that fruition or fulfillment of life. And it hung around and it hung in the air and it hung around your neck and it hurt. And now it's broken. The chains are gone. It's moved on. That soul and that energy has found a way to move on because of the work that you did in your life. Now you have peace and freedom and abundance this week coming in. And at the end of the day, a really beautiful, strong sense of self coming back. This is a beautiful, healing, transmutive week for you, where you literally become something else. That you become your new self. This is not you becoming the butterfly. Like it is you. It's you becoming a higher evolved form of yourself. And it's about the butterfly. I feel like there was a spirit somehow attached to you. I'm going to say it out loud. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like there was a spirit somehow attached to you that wouldn't let go, and now it's finally let go. It wasn't malevolent. It just still needed you. That's why I feel like it was like maybe from a former life or something to do with genetics, something to do with family, a family member or a child, somebody that was still holding on because it needed you or it thought it needed you, and now you found a way to let it go because you did the hard work, a work that you didn't even understand. Why was this still sticking around? Why was this still coming back? Why was this always repeating over and over and over again? Because of this energy. It's finally released itself from you. This is a freedom that you've been waiting for ever since the day that you were born, or for many, many years, many decades, many life cycles, many years of 7, replaying over and over again. You are coming to that point in your life where you have served that purpose. You have put that to rest. It's all over now. This is the kind of spiritual and cosmic bounty that has no price tag on it, Capricorn. But this is your life cycle finishing up. It's not, you're not dead, you're just beginning. This is a death of the old you, a liberation of an old pattern or cycle or spirit that had attached itself to you. It needed you. There's a young presence about the spirit that needed you. I feel like it had to do with maybe you not forgiving yourself for a past situation, something that happened in the past, to do with somebody when they were young, or when they were a child, or with children, or when you were a child, that kept repeating over and over and over again, because it almost like it hurt too bad for you to make yourself vulnerable enough to open yourself up wide enough to learn the lesson. You finally did. You did it. You got here. You're here. I am here. The strength and power in those words just coming out together. I am here. I am now. I exist here. I exist now. I am here. Yes, you are, Capricorn. You have arrived. You have arrived. And Michelle Obama is a Capricorn, and I'm reading her book, Becoming. And what a perfect theme for what I'm talking about, becoming. Becoming. Like all the life cycles that she had to endure to get to where she is now. All the doors that she had to close. All the hardships she had to face. You know, an ordinary woman put in extraordinary circumstances, living up to these extraordinary circumstances in extraordinary ways. Finally now she gets to have a little bit of peace. That's how she opens up the book. How the indulgence of just being able to go and get herself, what was it, a cup of coffee or a bowl of cereal that she wanted to make for herself in the beginning of the book. And she didn't even realize how beautiful that was and how peaceful it was to have that time to herself again, because her life had been one big whirlwind. Peace is your prize this week, Capricorn. Peace from constant cycles and constant trying and constant effort. A relief of something that you hadn't been able to forgive yourself from the past. A saying goodbye and ascending it on to a beautiful place of light and happiness so that it has another future. That karmic is released, it's detached, it's gone. You are a new person because that old baggage is no more hanging around your neck. And you literally had almost given up hope that this day would ever come. Here it is. It's here, Capricorn. And now you stand confident and strong and beautiful, literally glowing and crystallized and light, almost mystical and fairy-like in your lightness. And this isn't Capricornian, is it? But it is. It's you. You have built, it's a strength. You've built this. It's coming from your strength. You've built this person. You've worked very, very hard on her or him. And you're coming into this beautiful power and sense of self this week. This beautiful sense of, oh my God, I made it. Oh my God, I'm here. Holy shit. Yes, you are, Capricorn. Yes, you are. Wow. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. This is just, you hear that? Like, this is, and you know what? The only challenge you're going to have moving forward from here on in, well, I mean, you're going to have challenges. Life is challenge, right? But is accepting that all of this is really real. listen, if for the rest of your life you live in a dream, you're going to have to accept it. You've lived in a dream, Capricorn. Yes, life can be a dream, sweetheart. Shadoop, shadoop. It is. This is it. This is you. I am here. This is real. This is now. Congratulations. It's huge. It's a huge release. I have like no Capricorn in my chart. I'm like it's done. I'm so happy for you. Forward. Only forward now. The past doesn't even exist anymore. You're free. I'm going to go into a deeper explanation of specific romance and romantic partnerships that are coming up for you this week, Capricorn, over on Vimeo. And that's just what I'm going to focus on, is a romantic reading. If I leave you here, I think that this is enough is enough, right? How much abundance can I really say to you besides that you've gotten your life back and you've gotten your freedom and you're moving on, and you're literally moving on. Huge door has closed. No, it's not a closed door. It's over. The chapter's done, and you've moved on. And this is literally your happy ending. This is it that you're coming into. It's almost like a Saturn return of that kind of intense cleaning out. Oh God, but it's real. I'm telling you, I am here. I am here. This statement of exceptional presence and self arrival. I am here, Capricorn. I am here. You have arrived. You're free. Free at last. Hopefully I'll see you over on Vimeo. If not, I will see you next week. Please do leave comments down below, because there's a lot of powerful things coming out, a lot of powerful releases coming out, and I'd love to hear what you're going through. Okay, I will talk to you next week. Enjoy every single second of the moments of this week, because by the end of this week, your new life has begun. And it's a beautiful one. See you on Vimeo.